Hey everyone, this is a relic from a few years ago, approximately 3-4 years ago. This is a whole box of unused COVID-19 rapid tests. They were all individually packaged. I just opened them up because I was about to dump them. I have a few different brands. We have Roche, there is Abbott, you can see here, and there's one more type in here, which I'm not sure who made this. Okay, I found a bunch of boxes that I still haven't opened up of that third brand. Other than Abbott and Roche, there's this rapid response. Those were the ones with the green writing. I just don't know the company that makes it. Expired in 2024, so they're now a bit over 2 years old. Made by MDSS BTNX Inc. That's what it is. Okay, so yeah, I had tons of these, but thankfully we didn't really need to use many, and as they expired, it was no point holding on to them. But yeah, these are one of the brands that we're testing today. So we're gonna actually see, because I have a positive and a negative control, 3 of them, and I have 3 different types of strips here. This one, and I have, I believe, this one, which is different, and we're gonna test them out. Okay, so let's get this to work. They're now expired. You can see on the bag here, that expired 2023. This box of stuff would have expired 2022. Let's see if at least our controls work and dump all this stuff. Thank God it is over for now, for the most part, and nobody's using these, although there are still many being made. A lot of times the reason they expire is not because of the strips or even these, but because you run out of reagent. These things are not always sealed well, and I've noticed in a lot of them the liquid is gone. Okay, so let's put that here and get these mixed up. Okay, so we'll start. All right, first thing we want to do is basically dip these, get them all together here. We want to dip each of these into the liquid and then drop 3 or 4 drops into each of these. It shows there 3 drops, 5 drops, and I don't even know how many there. Okay, so let's open these all up. This is the negative control, and there, that's negative. Let's put all the negatives together before I mess something up. Negative. It's interesting why they have the negative. They packaged it so that the tip is on this end. I would think that they do it the other way, because that's kind of dumb. The minute you open up the bag, you're touching the end. That makes no sense at all. Anyway, and these are the positives. Okay, let's just keep them like that and like that. Oh, it's got a little red mark on it, so you can tell it's positive. We won't get them mixed up that way. Okay, you see? The ends are a little bit pink there. Okay, and here, another positive. Hopefully this works, because I don't know if these are necessarily gonna work. Okay, there. And we actually need more of these, because we need 1 for each. So this, and then I believe that's the same brand. We got this guy. Okay. Here we go. All right. We need also 6 tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's zoom in here and try to get a good view. All right, So we're gonna start with our controls. Okay, we open this up, shove this in here, and let it really soak in there. Okay, so this is we've swabbed our nose. It's now in there, we squeeze. Okay. So that's negative, and we put one of these on the ends. That's not gonna stay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna drop this here. So here's one negative, 3 drops. 1, 2, okay, I think that's more than 3 drops, but it's there. Let's move on to our next one. Let's do the positive. Okay, this is supposed to be positive. And squish, squish, squish. Okay. Put our tip on. And the same on this one. 1, 2, 3. All right. You can see this one's already moving along. All right, next, we got our 2 negatives and positives there. Let's do another negative. Here we go. Get that in here. Squish, squish, squish. Okay. Put a lid on. 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And a positive. Okay, here we go. Get that in there, nicely soaked up. I don't know how long you're supposed to dip it into the liquid. There's definitely some time that you need to have the agent transfer over to the liquid so that it picks up enough of the sample. But that should be enough there. And once again, 5 drops in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and our final strip, look at that. It's picked it up already. Okay, negative. Here we go. Squish it, squish it, squish it. I mean, there's obviously nothing on the end of this thing, so it should be negative. Okay. Lid on here. Again, I don't know how many drops go here, but I'll try several. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'll put 5, 6, I don't know. Doesn't tell me. And one more. All right, here. There we go. Get that in there, nice and soaked up. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. These guys are not moving that much. I don't know why that's happening. Okay. And here, the final test strip. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many I did there, but okay. Let's zoom in. All right, well, our first strip here seems to be working quite well. You can see it's already showing us these were the test positives, and they're coming up. You can see T is coming up. Okay. Our Abbott samples here are taking a little longer to go, but you can see the test is definitely lighting up as well, and here not. And we have a little bit of a faint mark here, control, for the ones made by, I guess, Roche. And here you can kind of see a very faint T. So we'll let them brew a little bit longer, but all of these COVID tests are still working, at least with the, these sample, the positive, and negative controls, okay, already at this time. And you can see it expired in 2022. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend using these to get good testing results if they're old. You may as well use a fresh one. But since I had them all sitting around, I figured, why not? Let's just play around with it and see what happens. So that is the result. So this rapid response brand, which I'm not sure who makes them even, is quite easy to see the difference. Quite strong control band and nothing on test. And very strong test band. A little bit on control as well, but almost the same. So that's seems to be doing well. The Abbott brand, you can see here, control is showing up with a little mark, and here you have a nice strong test band. So that's passed with flying colors too. And finally, I guess these ones are the Roche. You can see here, control, test is negative, and over here, a nice strong test band. So all good. They're working great. Let me just get my camera back out. So yeah, I have lots of them. I don't know what to do with them. I'm gonna probably chuck them at some point because I've taken them all out of the protective bags that they're supposed to be in. So at this point, they may as well be considered contaminated. All of this stuff is, I don't need all of this either. And this is all garbage. But yeah, those are the days when we were testing all the time, and still a very valuable, useful tool to have around, and just make sure that they are not expired. But if you happen to have some expired ones, they seem to be still functioning to some extent. Although I would not rely on this to give me a accurate diagnosis. But that's it. Quick look at 3 brands of COVID-19 rapid test devices that have expired and how they function using positive and negative controls after 3-4 years of expiration. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.